voted. So
Yeah, very strong language, guys.
that
Hey,
shit is
listen, what y'all about to hear is like catching COVID.
His brothers that are working on themselves and they are seeking out assistance in their journey and they are getting bolder in their evolution. If you do not mean these men well, stay the fuck away from them. Don't be fucking them up. Don't be tempting them with that pussy. Leave them alone. Let them heal.
Woo.
Because a lot of women be using this spirituality, consciousness, cosmics, whatever's to get some dick. Y'all be coming in, oh, blessings, king. Highest praises, king. I see the God in you all because you want some dick. And then when he break your motherfucking heart, then, niggas ain't shit all over again. Nah, he was just a king, remember? Remember, it was just Hotep, blessings, king. Blessings, king. You such a god. Then when he dozed through your motherfucking ass because he ain't ready for that and you keep pushing that pussy on him.
Woo.
And your heart broke the fuck up. Get off of him. Don't be bashing him. Leave him alone.
Woo.
It is brothers that are working on.
subscribe to Cap.
Ooh.
The link is in the bio. You get what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go. Yeah, man. So she went viral. And just thinking like, do a lot of these women use their spirituality to get some?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is my first time I ever heard this. I've never heard this before, and it's got me wondering. Because I definitely want to ask you guys because, like I said, this is the first time I'm ever hearing it, and I want to hear you guys also in the chat too. I want to hear you guys in the chat. So go ahead. What's your take on what you just said, Ronnie?
Yes. Because the problem is with the today's society is a lot of people are feeling convicted to have these type of conversation because the simple fact is it's too hardcore, it's too straightforward. But at the same time, women are using their spirituality because they want to get some. Sex is not a bad thing. Sex is a beautiful thing. Remember we use sex for creation. Not only that, we use sex for also intimacy, and not only that, for men we use sex to relieve our stressful nature. That's what it's used for. Women, I always tell people, and people always deny it. They keep denying it. Women are more sexual than men. I don't care what nobody say.
Oof.
They are more sexual than men. Their body craves for it. Even when a woman is not having sex, she still craves for it. It's the craziest thing in the world. Even because there's women now that do video blogs about it now. They say, I'm celibate. I haven't had sex over 20-some years, but yet their body crave for it. And there's a woman that's pretty much virgin saying the same exact thing. It's because of human nature. It's something that we're supposed to be doing. But when people say, okay, when they try to use sexual spirituality, don't get me wrong. I do understand the concept of soul tie. To me, I don't think you should be sleeping with anybody because sometimes you sleep with that person, you become that person. People don't realize you kind of do. If that person have a nasty attitude, then all of a sudden you start having a nasty attitude. That person is like very negative about themselves. All of a sudden you start becoming negative about yourself. So it has some form of spirituality to it. However, say it again. Prove it, Ronnie. Sugar, come on. You know I have sisters. I have girls as friends that we talk about it openly. It's not that would say sex is not like a big deal. Women today they're making it a big deal when it's really not. I think they're Hakeem and Jordan. I'm being honest. They're afraid to be called whores. That's what the issue is. If people was more open to the idea of talking about sex, or women open about the idea of their sex and their spirituality, they'll be like more comfortable talking about it. But if they talk about it, the guy gonna immediately say, "Oh, she's a whore, she's a harlot, she's no good for society," and that's the issue. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to hold my composure before I speak. Whenever you have sex with somebody, that's technically your wife. So every time you have sex with somebody, you get married all over again.
I heard that concept.
Yeah, you get married all over again. And don't act like y'all haven't blessed the bedroom before y'all got it popping. Like, Lord, bless the covenant of my bed before I do this. You know what I'm saying? Like real Christians bless the bedroom before they get popping. So I think that a woman knows a man's weakness because us men, as we working through our traumas, we still got to get it done. Women are the only ones who can remove sex out the equation to work on a purpose, but we still need that feeling, that release. You know what I mean? And then, you know, in the morning we'd be like, Grand Rising. How was your night? Sugar was the best. Grand Rising. So, you know, I don't see no problem with blessing your bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, I just think of like, here in 2023, going 2024, I feel like, women are super duper sexually liberated as ever. And I feel like if they're so sexually liberated, that's what they probably use that as a spirituality in a way, as I could say. And, and some of these women, they use it and they feel like their sexual liberation is their spirituality. And women today, some not all women, but some women today, and they feel like they can do that and then have sex with all these sex with men. It could be a lot of men, it could be a very few men, and they feel like it's their spirituality, which I have no idea of. I really don't. But hey, man, but if that's how they feel, that's what they do, then hey, man, be my guest. Be my guest. But like I said, but if a man, like do you wrong anything, don't be like, oh no, all that type of stuff, I'm healing and everything. So yeah, man, we're just in the world of 2023. It's just women are just more sexually liberated and they just use it as a sexuality. I mean spirituality. My bad.
Yeah, but women are not afraid of being called pretty much HOs anymore. But the problem is, I know women are not afraid to be called HO anymore, but you got at the same time, words still have power, still have a weight to it. Like she might go home and feel, well, go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with you, but that's a lie, though. Women don't mind they call each other that, but if a man do it, we'll be vilified.
Exactly, because it has weight. It has weight. And when women do it back to back together, like I can say, beautiful example, they don't have there's no pressure to it. But when a man say, you see the weight coming out, you're like, damn. Like I remember, like literally, Sugar, you already know we come from a space, and the times of it, too. We come from a space where a guy would say one thing to a girl, she would like, oh my. But when a woman says, she'll be like, okay, cool, I'm cool with it. Shout out to Jordan Wipers in the chat. Shout out,
Queen.
She's in the building.
Yeah, it has a lot of weight to it. No, I don't know. You see Sugar comments like this, like.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
But we don't love them though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that.
But I think we need to have more. I was on a panel. Like, why is in today's society people are afraid to have sex? Because I told them because of the number one thing is because of shame, fear. We're afraid of what the person might say. We're afraid the woman say, hey, I like a threesome or I like a foursome. We are afraid of what the answer may be. That's why we don't have the conversation. Go ahead, again.
No, I agree with you. And I think that sex is so touchy. That's why it makes a lot of us into doing weird stuff because we won't address it. Don't get me wrong. If you want a threesome, it's just not going to be with me now. You know what I mean? You can go do your own thing, but I do think that we need to be a little bit more open, knowing what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do. You know what I mean? To understand people's appetites. You know what I mean? You see, I publicly get on here and say that I get married. A requirement is on-demand sex. There's no getting away with that. On-demand sex, cooking and cleaning, aprons got to be worn. You know what I mean? On the regular, I got to be able to tap that ass. That's a conversation we're gonna have like in the 6 months. Be like, hey, I'm feeling you. Like, are you okay with the on-demand sex? He said, no problem, Hakeem. You know what I mean? But these people ran rising. You know what I mean? It's like a real touchy thing for people. So I don't understand. And I could never be with a Joe Smith wife.
Or that Adam 22 wife. But the thing is, at the end of Adam 22 and his wife, that they make content of it. You know, they have their own OnlyFans. You know, and they go to these adult parties and all that type of stuff. That's their lifestyle. So with that, that's what they do. Kim K at the time, she was, back in the day, she was messing around with a whole bunch of people, and then she got some type of fame, and then she start getting married to a few people, Kanye, and then what's the other basketball player? I forgot his name. And she wanted to turn his life around. Now she got kids and everything. And Joe Smith's wife, she's just out there.
Whew.
She's just out there.
No, but the situation, look at Kanye West. Because Kim K was a very sexual person, you saw that he dealt with her, and look what happened. He's losing himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though people say Kanye West was always bipolar, no, he got worse after he had been done with Kim K. Because sex, it has that connection, and like it's just unheard of. It's just